Alright, so on the back of it we have some film here. Take that off. And that's what the back of it looks like. I don't know if we'll need to charge it or not. Now the front of it is like this. So there's that. Looks very, very clean. Looks very, very nice. It pivots just as you would expect it to. There's some stiffness in that, and my guess is with the little hex key here, you can tighten that up or loosen it up however you need. This is rather stiff, this part here. I feel some serious stiffness in there, but both of these here are hex bolts that can be tightened or loosened per your whim, I assume. Okay, so now let's see what we have here. So on the top of it, we have a mode switch and a microphone. Okay, so our mode switch would presumably be the on. Try to turn it on. Oh, it definitely is bright. Okay, so I need to try to figure this out here. Potentiometer. Now it could be an encoder. I don't know. I'd have to take it apart to know for sure. But there's no detents in it. Oh, I'm not liking that. All right, so the thumb wheel is also a push button. So you push it to change what you're setting, and I can change. I'm still changing the brightness of it, and I'm changing GM right now. 59 is my top. Okay, so I'm changing the color of it, and I'm changing it by virtue of something they called. I'm going to show you guys what this is here. So if I turn this here, I'm changing something they call GM, and it goes all the way to whatever that says, plus 58. I think I had it at plus 59. That's as far as it goes, and I can go to minus 58. So it goes to plus 58, minus 58. It does affect the color temperature. Now, if I switch this back by pushing this little thing here, so I take this thing and I push on it. Now it's switched back over here. Let's see here. So if I can change GM, or I can change the color temperature. If I can change the color temperature and switch to GM, nope, GM is still the same. So I don't know what GM is. Anyway, I do know that it changes the color temperature. That's as much as I know at this particular point. And then if I change mode, then I'm at hue and saturation, and now I'm at the effects menu. So the effects are they have a little icon next to each one, and it says F1, F2, F whatever the heck it is there. That's how the effects work. Okay, let's see here. So I can change these with my little up and down here. And when I change the mode on top, that's my color temperature. Now this goes all the way to 10,000 K, which is really, really cold. The other one only went to 8,500. So here's my hue and saturation, and then I'm back to my scenes, my effects. I presume that this one here is candlelight or firelight or something like that. You probably have to learn what these icons mean. Now this is probably lightning, some sort of lightning, or maybe camera flash mode, make it look like camera flash. So I like the form factor. Let's compare it to their other one. Oh, also we should probably take a look at what's in the package too. I do like it. I mean, except for that thumb wheel. Doggone it, should have had detents. Okay, so let's see what else is in the package here. I do like the fact that it's completely square. The other one, and I'll show that to you in a little bit here. So they do give you the ball joint. Yep. So here's your little ball joint. Certainly what they promised in that regard. Here's your silica gel, and this is the bag they give you to keep it in. I think I like the other bag a little better than this one. And they give you a cable. They do not give you the charging power supply. And this is the instruction manual here, and it looks like it has some blemishes on it or something like that. I'm not sure what that is, but it's certainly blue ink from something else. This is a USB-C cable, so we have all that. Now, let's go and check, just compare this. This here is the NEEWER RGB 150, and I consider the SL90 to be an upgrade from this. This new one is, I don't know, they feel pretty close to the same, so let's get the scale out and weigh them. All right, I have the scale out here. You guys can't see it on the camera, but so the old one here, which is the RGB 150, weighs in at 277 grams, maybe 275 something. And the new one, just like they said, it's 310. Mine says 312 grams. You know, the scale doesn't have to be perfect, but certainly the new one is a full, like, say 25, maybe 35 grams heavier than the old one. Okay, so here's the old one, and notice on the end of it, it's not, so if you lay it down, it's not completely flat across the top. It's got, you know, where the controls are, but these wheels here they have detents on them, so presumably they are decoders. This one has them on the side, and that's my camera flash. It's still turned on, and it's just a wheel. There's no detents on it. You know, maybe somebody will actually say, boy, I like that a lot better. But here you have it, no detents. The display on the new one is roughly the same size as the display on the other one. I don't know if it's LCD or OLED. It looks like it could be OLED, but it could be just white LED. I don't know what it is. In terms of size, the new one they are almost exactly the same size. So there you go. So that's that. I do like the fact that, now see the old one here, this is the RGB 150. There's not a lot I can do with this in terms of options. I can put it like this, and I can do some various clever things with this hardware here. This is far more versatile in terms of what I can do with it. And I can move all of these things around, and I really like the fact that I can take this thing and I can put it down and I can do this with it really easily. The other one couldn't do that. The best I could do is I could kind of lean it up against itself like this, but I couldn't easily. Well, I guess I could do that, but I couldn't change the angle of it. You know, if I put it down like this, I pretty much had to leave it at that angle. I couldn't do this kind of a thing with this. The new one here, the SL90, I can do whatever I like with it. I can have it straight 90, or I can have it tipped back just a little bit, or tipped back a lot. And it's much more versatile in terms of, you know, the mounting arm that they gave you with it. And I can do crazy stuff like this and having it like a weird angle if I really wanted to. I like that. So I think that there's more pluses than minuses on this new one. It's basically the same technology. Okay, so this is the Android app, and it has a thing where you can create an account, but they also have an option to just use it as a guest, so you don't actually have to create an account. I really like that. I'm very much against the idea of like having to have an account just to use the hardware. So this is the app. Across the top you've got the 3 modes. You can do your CCT mode, well, you can kind of see that right here. And, see it I have to do this. I'll do this so that you can see the back of the machine. So now you can see that it's definitely changing it. It should be changing it. Yep, definitely changing it. Change the color temperature. It's very cold. Change it to a much warmer color temperature. Yep, much warmer. And then of course we can dim it. There we go. So yeah, that's the app. Let's see if we can just change it to HSI here. There's our HSI, and then we've got a color gamut. We can touch it. We touch it on the green here. Touch it on the red down here. Yep. Saturation is lowest toward the center, highest on the outside, and you can see that the sliders are actually moving based on where my finger is. That's pretty cool. And then last but not least, scene. And it tells you what they are. So that's pretty cool. And I think, yep, so I can swipe it and move over to get different ones here. What's that one? That's the music. That's me talking. And then there's your party. Fireworks or explosions or something. Yep, boom. Whatever that is. Anyway, that's pretty cool. So there it is, there's your app. So now you got to see the whole thing. Thank you very much, and we'll write up a review. Alright, here's what the microphone does for you.